Hey, I'm gonna give you some tips about selection of element during to your automation. Sometimes you'll see your automation just getting failed due to your selector because your selector are not reliable. I'll give you some tips about selection for selecting element for your automation. There's a first tip, just select prefer property. There's a prefer property like a data test ID and ID of element because it's reliable properties. It's very rare case, but you can also select a class like in this case class called image wrapper. Static property I'll use here, static property data test ID copy f div. As you know, it's selected element and it's reliable property. And next tip about selection of element, that's you should need to verify. And you will go in a developer mode, then you will press Ctrl F and it will appear here search bar. You can verify your selector. When you will put your selector, it will highlight your element and you will get verification of this element. And here is a number of elements which have been found against your selector. Here's 12. Third tip about selector, that is static property. Not use any dynamic property like class. It's very rare case, but you can use it. But I'll not prefer this static property. It can be data test ID in this case and ID and so on. It should be not more generic. Is now last but most important tips that's about your selector. As you know, when you verify your selector, here will be context of all document. I mean, it will search your document. If you want to verify from specific context, you can use this method. Like I want to search here price of property. I want to verify price of property, but in just a card, first card. So I'll go in this card. Let's move on. First, I'll select it. After select it, I'll go its root section. Actually, when you'll move your mouse, you'll get where it's a root section. I'll click here. After click, go here console tab and then $sign dot query selector. After query selector, I'll put here image and test data ID. As you can see, it's going just inner side of this card image. And you'll press here enter and you will get here element. And when you move your mouse, it will highlight your element. That's a verification of element. You're going right. I hope you are understand. One another, there's if you have a multiple selector, like sometime you will need to use loop and you can go by this query selector all. That will be helpful for you if you have multiple element like an image. As you can see here, it's a list of images. I hope you understand tips about your selector during your automation. Let me know if you have any question about a selection of element.